210 Boxing TV. Here are with trainer manager Bob Santos. Right now you're getting Carlos Adames ready for his October 8th fight with Montiel. What's the preparation like, and what's the expectations for this fight?
Preparation has been great. The expectation obviously is that we're going to win the WBC middleweight championship of the world, and that being said, I think he's going to set himself apart. I tell Carlos all the time, to me it's a tremendous accomplishment to become a world champion. That said, for his God-given talent, if he doesn't ascend to the pound-for-pound list, I think he's doing his talent a disservice. There's no doubt in my mind he should be a guy that's on the pound-for-pound list. I've been in this game a long time. I've been around a lot of great fighters, and to me, his talent level is close to second to none.
We know about his famous sparring sessions with Terrence Crawford. Everyone's always high on his talent. Anyone I talk to, they always say he's talented. And even Carlos told me himself, a lot of people, they knock me trying to say that my conditioning is my strike, and they're gonna find out this time, because he's like some fights he didn't train, but this one you working so closely with him, and it just seems like this is gonna be the best Carlos Adames that people have ever seen.
I think so. It's been a blessing. When I first came into this sport a long time ago, the head trainer also did the conditioning. At those times, they did everything. They left no stone unturned. When I was with Jose Celaya with Emmanuel Stewart in Los Angeles, and you got to see the type of work that was put in. And so I think it's a marriage made in heaven, me and him, from the standpoint that, I came into a sport, like I said, when trainers they did everything. You did the conditioning, you did everything. And then a point in the sport came where now you have conditioning coaches and things of that nature, and that's fine. But I think that ultimately the best way to go is that the head trainer is involved in everything. He knows what kind of running he's doing, he knows what he's putting into his body, and then he knows what he's doing in the gym. And therefore, I think that gives you the best opportunity to win, leaving no stone unturned. And that's why I think me and him are a marriage made in heaven in terms of what we're going to accomplish October 8th.
He's going to be one of the major players at 160 after this fight, right?
There's no doubt about it that he's going to be a major player at 160, and I think we're going to be a major player at 168. We've been in there with Caleb Plant. We've been in there with everybody. He sparred with Benavidez. He's been in there with everybody. So that being said, I have no doubt he can win the world title at 160. I have no doubt he can win the world title at 168. Canelo, whoever it may be, I'm very confident in Carlos's talent, his ability. And again, like I said, to me, it's a great accomplishment to win a world title. But if he does not ascend to the pound-for-pound list, then he's done his God-given talent a disservice.
Now, getting back to your last time out, you had Alberto Puello and then you had Hector Luis Garcia both win WBA titles. How was that doing it back-to-back night? And now trying to go for the hat trick with Carlos Adames trying to get this WBC interim title.
Well, it's a tremendous feat. Anytime that you can win a world title, obviously that's a huge accomplishment. And having two guys do it back-to-back on the same night, I mean, obviously that just takes it to another level. And I thank the good Lord Jesus Christ that we were able to come out victorious. And but that being said, I feel Carlos is going to complete the trifecta for us on October 8th.
So, and we got the Cuban heavyweight, number 7 WBA, Lenier Pero. Let's talk about a little bit about Pero.
Again, he's one of the most technically sound fighters that I've ever been involved with. Many people know I've worked with Erislandy Lara for a long time, and Joel Casamayor, gold medal winner, most outstanding fighter of the '92 Olympics, and so they're at an amateur Cuban system that just turns out tremendous fighters, and technically, they're some of the best in the world. That said, technically he's as sound as any guy that I've ever seen, and he's as good as any of them at that level. So for a heavyweight to be that technically sound, wow. So for him, we just got to keep plugging away, and hopefully he'll get his opportunity to be the first Cuban ever heavyweight champion of the world.
Do you feel like he'll definitely be fighting for a world title?
There's no doubt in my mind, that he will definitely fight for a world championship, barring, you know, something unforeseen. Obviously, you know, in life, nothing's a guarantee. But that being said, as long as everything, he stays focused, no injuries or something of that nature that's unforeseen, definitely I feel he's going to be the first Cuban heavyweight champion of the world.
And also the other fighters you got in the gym. What about Kevin Alpha Brown from Cuba? Talk to me about him.
Kevin Downtown Alpha Brown. I mean, he is special. He's a special talent. There's no doubt in my mind, again, unless there's something unforeseen, he definitely should be a world champion. And I think he's going to make some big noise. And I think he's going to be a very, very fan-friendly fighter. You know, a lot of the Cubans, a lot of times, like to just be technical and box, but he's shown me layers where he can press, he can fight going backwards, he can turn you, he can do a plethora of different things.
All right, Bob. And then also Mario Barrios. Can we expect him to return hopefully before the end of the year? And are we gonna? I think we're gonna see an improved Mario. He looks a lot better.
There's no doubt we should be back before the end of the year, and there's no doubt I think he can win another world championship, and I think he can make a great run.
All right, thank you, Bob. Anything you want to leave off with today?
No, you know, just again, want to thank my whole team, everybody that works with us. I want to thank you, Brandon, for giving us the opportunity with the interview, and 210 Boxing. We can't thank you enough.
All right, thank you so much, Bob.